Venezuelan Ambassador Jorge Valero's desk at the UN General Assembly was crowded on Wednesday as delegates such as China's Li Baodong stopped by to pay their respects. This special meeting of the General Assembly was then brought to order by Assembly President Vuk Jeremic, who then brought the hall to its feet for a moment of silence. He then offered a statement lauding Chavez's work on behalf of poor people.
Throughout his term in office, he remained committed to the cause of social justice, working hard to improve the lives of Venezuelans, especially the most underprivileged amongst them.
Secretary General Ban Ki-moon offered his condolences as well, and then the floor was turned over to member states, mainly ones representing large groups. Iran, for instance, offered a statement on behalf of the non-aligned movement.
He will be remembered as one of the great leaders of non-aligned countries for relentless efforts he made throughout his life for strengthening the independence of his country and putting in place measures and policies designed to improve the lives of millions of his fellow countrymen.
Now, here in the U.S., Chavez was often demonized for things like nationalizing key industries and setting up an alternative financial system which tended to shut out Western corporations. He even once compared U.S. President George W. Bush to a donkey. Here in the UN General Assembly, however, delegates chose to remember two key things: a drastic improvement in the quality of life for Venezuelans and a huge reduction in poverty. The Western European and Others group made a quiet, cursory statement, but others called Chavez a visionary whose policies and ideas predated those of the larger world, especially in development and eradicating poverty.
Deeds followed words, and under his leadership, Venezuela moved up 7 points in the Human Development Index of the United Nations, while a report by the UN Habitat in 2012 highlighted that Venezuela had the lowest rate of income equality in Latin America and the Caribbean. Mr. President, these are achievements of a leader who understood and acted upon the needs of his people.
Chavez acted valiantly in international battles. In the face of imperialism, he always defended the poor, workers, our people. He was passionate, persuasive, eloquent, ingenious, and moving. He spoke to the heart of the people.
Officials also pointed out Venezuela's incredible recovery from poverty during Chavez's presidency, which went from about 70% to about 20% over 14 years. Chavez died on March 5th after a 2-year battle with cancer, and acting President Nicolas Maduro said on Wednesday that Venezuela would be opening an investigation into the causes of his death, adding that Chavez had possibly been poisoned by dark forces. Hank Flynn, Press TV, New York.